The real cost of owning a yacht. We all have it to own a vehicle, such as a car, if we work hard enough for it. But not many people get to brag about their wealth in the sense that they end up owning a yacht. Because not many people end up doing so. Yachts are a symbol of wealth and power. Well, mostly wealth, but that's why only a few people own them in the world. The few that are the richest on the planet, too. But just buying a yacht isn't all there is in this machine that helps cover large distances at sea. You have maintenance costs, costs for crew and whatnot, hence why we've come to your rescue if you have the money or if you ever plan to stick to your plan of buying a yacht in the future. Welcome to today's video, where we'll be discussing what exactly the real cost of owning a yacht is. Speaking of yachts and their price tags, they don't have a fixed price tag, or even a range for that matter. It depends on specifics such as the size, quality, fuel capacity, and how difficult is the whole thing to maintain overall. Once you're all over the specifics, you only find out how much your yacht costs. And mind you, it doesn't come at a small price. The range we're talking about is probably in millions, so let's take a deep dive into the specifics you need to know if you're planning to buy a yacht for yourself. Purchase costs. Depending on whether you'd like to buy a new yacht or an old one, it's more or less likely to cost you several $1,000,000. And that's just the starting price. As mentioned before, price varies on the size, age, and other floating factors such as the manufacturer, guest capacity, speed, range, and much more. The market of yachts is extensive and spread throughout the globe. If you seek to buy one, you need to be well advised to engage in a deal, or better yet, you could have a certified broker guide you along with the whole thing if you want to be a part of the purchasing process. Avoiding all complications and getting the best deal available is what we're after. In recent years, owners and brokers would work on 10% of the purchase price to estimate annual operating costs. Still, the vast range, operating location, and usage profile makes this a traditional approach and one which isn't that effective. Whatever kind of yacht you seek, make sure to have the best advice ready on standby to ensure no complications arrive, as you want to pay the right money for the best product. Crew. Having a supportive and happy crew results in you having a comfortable yacht to yourself. Matters that include the crew involve salary, payroll taxes, recruitment fees, uniform, health insurance, food and travel for vacation. Several media outlets such as magazines and the internet notify people of the best yacht crew available to hire. And these prices vary as well, depending on how experienced or how young a crewmate is. A team of 8 full-time workers on a 150-foot yacht will cost over $650,000 per year in salary alone. Dockage. Unless the owner plans to spend the year at anchor, keeping the yacht in a marina incurs a high cost. Dockage is normally sold per foot of the yacht's full length and per night, although contract rates for longer periods may be available. High-quality marinas in peak seasons are currently running in the $6 to $8 per foot per night. Electricity, fresh water, and waste removal are all additional costs to be taken into account. Fuel. The captain of the yacht should be able to provide fuel consumption per hour at any given speed. So, if a yacht owner knows roughly how much he wants the boat to travel, we can estimate the total fuel consumption and budget the fuel cost, because the amount of fuel needed is directly proportional to the distance traveled. Apart from the cost of the actual fuel, there's fuel cost for generators, particularly at anchor. A typical 150-foot motor yacht cruising at 12 knots will consume in the region of 150 US gallons per hour. At today's fuel prices, that's going to be close to $500 per hour. 500 hours per year will give us the main engine fuel budget of around $250,000. We must also add the generator's fuel consumption at anchor plus any additional for tenders. Communications. Being in contact with the people at the port in case of emergencies or needing internet to post a video of their latest cruise, everybody needs regular communication. Staying connected to the internet on today's date is necessary. And many years ago, it would seem impossible to have all of this in the middle of the sea, but not anymore. The technology available while being on the water is fast-paced 5G, with nearshore costs likely to decrease. Those willing to have high broadband speeds offshore will need to spend around $4,000 to $5,000 per month. Additional communication costs include satellite TV subscriptions, crew cell phone costs, mail, freight, and etc. Yacht insurance. The key to being a responsible yacht owner requires you to have yacht insurance. In most states, you don't legally need to have any form of yacht insurance unless your yacht is considered an asset involved in a loan or a lease agreement. Having a yacht insurance policy could mean the difference between lifelong peace of mind or an accident causing financial ruin. Imagine the theft or sinking of your yacht, leaving you without your prized vessel and with absolutely no recourse. The annual rule of thumb for paying yacht insurances is that whatever your yachts cost, 1.5% of its value is given as yearly insurance. For instance, if your yacht costs $5 million, 1.5% of that amounts to $75,000 that you'll pay annually as your yacht insurance. Many other factors account for the amount of insurance you pay. For instance, a better safety record means as the years go on, you'll have to pay less insurance because your yacht is free of damages. Cutting it short, the better your yacht is conditioned, the lesser you'll have to pay for insurance. But that doesn't mean that if you're safe, you can skip out on insurance. Don't do that. And like all other payment processes, you pay your boat insurance by the month or a few times a year. That's fine, it's standard. However, if you can pay for the entire year's boat insurance in one lump sum, you're likely to get a better rate. Other operating costs. The other costs that come while owning a boat include hull insurance, liability insurance, maintenance and consumables, warehousing, safety and survey expenses, upkeep of the navigation outfit, computing support, car rental, and more. So before spending such a huge amount of cash, you need to make sure that you're addressing absolutely everything there is regarding your yacht. Because an asset like this will stay with you for your life. Even if you plan to sell it later on, if you plan to buy an even bigger yacht, then considering the yacht's condition, you can load it off at a very reasonable price. But first things first, if you plan to buy a yacht, don't forget to go through this guide because it's going to help you a lot.